It took me 9 years to learn these life lessons, but I'm going to share them with you in just a few minutes. What you're about to hear might be uncomfortable, but sometimes the truth hurts before it heals. So, let's dive into 10 uncomfortable truths about life that no one really tells you. 1. A salary is a drug. Your employer gives you to forget your dreams. Let that sink in. Your paycheck, the one you work tirelessly for, can sometimes feel like a golden cage. It's comfortable, safe, and predictable, but at what cost? It slowly numbs your ambition, your creativity, and your dreams. You start trading your passions for stability, and before you know it, years have passed. Ask yourself, are you living to work or working to live? Don't let the safety of a salary blind you to the bigger possibilities in your life. What's even more deceptive is that a salary often comes with the illusion of security. We fear losing it, so we cling to jobs that drain our energy and time, even when they don't align with our purpose. Over time, we forget the dreams we once had, dreams that made our hearts race with excitement. The truth is, every time you choose comfort over growth, you're settling. You're agreeing to let someone else dictate the value of your time and your life. Think about it. If you don't build your dreams, you'll spend your life building someone else's. So, while a salary might pay your bills, don't let it cost you your dreams. Use it as a stepping stone, not a final destination. 2. If you wait for the right time, you'll waste your entire life. I'll start tomorrow. When I have more money. When I feel ready. Sound familiar? Waiting for the perfect moment is just procrastination in disguise. The truth is, there's no such thing as the right time. The clock is ticking, and every second you spend waiting is a second you'll never get back. The best time to start was yesterday. The next best time is now. Life is unpredictable, and waiting for everything to fall into place is a gamble you're likely to lose. There will always be obstacles, doubts, and uncertainties. But here's the thing. Progress doesn't come from perfection. It comes from action. Every step forward, no matter how small, moves you closer to your goals. Success isn't about waiting for the stars to align. It's about lighting your own path. Consider this. Even the most successful people started when they weren't ready. They learned, adapted, and grew along the way. The longer you wait, the harder it gets to start. Fear of failure? That's normal. But remember, failure is a lesson, not a life sentence. Don't let the fear of the unknown keep you trapped in the same place. Take the leap. You might just surprise yourself with what you're capable of. The right time isn't a magical moment. It's the moment you decide to begin. 3. Even when you trust your close friends and family, tell them nothing about you. This one stings, doesn't it? But here's the thing. Not everyone will understand your journey, and even those closest to you can unintentionally hold you back. It's not about shutting people out. It's about protecting your energy and your dreams. Some things are better kept to yourself until they're fully realized. Be selective about what you share, because not everyone wants to see you win. When you overshare, you expose your vulnerabilities to potential judgment, envy, or misunderstanding. People might discourage you, not because they don't love you, but because they project their own fears onto you. Your dreams are fragile in their early stages, and sometimes even well-meaning advice can derail your focus. Trust is important, but wisdom is knowing that trust doesn't mean total transparency. It's also worth noting that sharing less allows you to operate without unnecessary pressure. When everyone knows your plans, you may feel obligated to succeed on their timeline or standards, not your own. Keep your goals close to your heart, nurture them in private, and reveal them only when the results speak for themselves. Your journey is yours, and not every chapter needs an audience. 4. You lose 99% of your close friends if you start upgrading your life. As you grow, not everyone will grow with you. It's heartbreaking but true. People you once called friends might not understand your new goals, your hustle, or your mindset. They may resent your success or feel threatened by your progress. Some will even try to pull you back into the comfort zone they refuse to leave. It's not because they don't care about you, it's because your growth makes them question their own stagnation. This loss can be painful, but it's also a necessary part of your journey. Growth often requires shedding what no longer serves you, including relationships that keep you tied to an old version of yourself. The good news. True friends, the ones who genuinely care for you, will celebrate your growth. They'll push you to aim higher, even when it means they see you less often. And as you evolve, you'll attract new friends who share your values, your goals, and your vision for the future. Remember, it's not about abandoning people. It's about prioritizing your future. Surround yourself with those who challenge you to be better, who inspire you to dream bigger, and who remind you of what's possible. Let go of guilt and embrace the relationships that fuel your progress, not those that drain your energy. Growth isn't easy, but it's worth it. 5. You'll be 10 times happier. If you forgive your parents, many of us carry the weight of our childhood into adulthood, blaming our parents for their mistakes. But here's the reality. They're human, just like you. They did the best they could with what they had. Forgiveness isn't about letting them off the hook. It's about setting yourself free. When you let go of resentment, you make room for peace and happiness. Forgiving your parents doesn't mean ignoring the past or pretending it didn't hurt. It means recognizing that holding on to anger only chains you to pain. It's about understanding that your parents were shaped by their own challenges and limitations, and they didn't always have the tools to do better. By forgiving them, you're not excusing their mistakes. You're choosing to stop carrying the emotional baggage that's been weighing you down. Forgiveness allows you to rewrite your story. It helps you shift from a victim mindset to one of empowerment. When you stop blaming your parents, you reclaim control over your life and your happiness. Imagine the relief of no longer feeling tied to past grievances, of finally being free to move forward without resentment clouding your path. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, and it opens the door to a deeper, more compassionate understanding of not only your parents, but also yourself. 6. You become more mature. When you train yourself to take nothing personally, the world doesn't revolve around you, and that's a good thing. When someone criticizes you, rejects you, or even hurts you, it's often more about them than it is about you. Learning to take nothing personally is one of the most liberating lessons you'll ever learn. It's not easy, but it's worth it. It's like building a shield around your peace. When you learn to take nothing personally, you stop being a puppet to other people's opinions. You start recognizing that everyone has their own struggles, biases, and emotional baggage, which often influence how they treat others. Someone's rude comment or unfair judgment isn't a reflection of your worth. It's a projection of their inner world. Taking nothing personally also allows you to remain calm and focused. Instead of reacting emotionally, you can respond with clarity and purpose. It gives you the power to choose your battles wisely and to invest your energy in what truly matters. The more you practice this mindset, the more resilient you become, and the less power others have over your emotions. It's not about becoming indifferent or cold. It's about being wise enough to separate yourself from the chaos of external opinions. When you stop taking things personally, you unlock a new level of freedom, confidence, and emotional maturity that will transform how you navigate relationships and challenges in life. 7. You don't need 100 self-help books. You need action and discipline. We live in an era of endless information, and yet so many of us are stuck in the same place. Why? Because knowledge without action is useless. You don't need another motivational video or another best-selling book. What you need is to get up, show up, and do the work. Discipline will take you further than any amount of inspiration ever will. The key difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't what they know, it's what they do. Successful people apply what they learn, even if it's just one principle at a time. They don't wait for motivation to strike. They rely on habits and routines that keep them moving forward, even on the tough days. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments, and action is the vehicle that takes you across. It's easy to get stuck in the cycle of consuming self-help content, feeling inspired momentarily, and then doing nothing. Break that cycle. Pick one thing to focus on and commit to it. Progress doesn't come from knowing everything. It comes from consistent effort. So stop waiting for the perfect strategy or the ultimate advice. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your efforts compound over time. Remember, your future self is counting on you to take action today. 8. The most difficult mission on Earth is to focus on your dreams. Let's be real, chasing your dreams is hard. Distractions are everywhere. Netflix, social media, your phone. They're all pulling you away from your goals. Complaining is easy, action is hard. But here's the catch. The harder the journey, the greater the reward. Stay focused, even when it's tough. Your future self will thank you. Focusing on your dreams means saying no to things that don't serve your purpose. It's learning to prioritize long-term goals over short-term pleasures. This might mean skipping nights out, setting boundaries with people who drain your energy, or even waking up earlier than everyone else. Success doesn't come from luck. It comes from commitment and relentless effort. It also means being patient. Progress often feels slow, and the road can be lonely. But every small step you take, no matter how insignificant it seems, brings you closer to where you want to be. The secret to staying focused is to remember your why. Why did you start? What does achieving your dream mean to you? Keep that vision clear in your mind and let it drive you through the challenges. Dreams are not achieved overnight. They require persistence, sacrifice, and the courage to keep going when everything feels like it's falling apart. But when you stay committed, the fulfillment of seeing your hard work pay off will make every struggle worth it. So, block out the noise, stay in your lane, and keep moving forward. 9. By age 30, your inner circle should be focused on growth. Take a good look at the people around you. Are they helping you grow, or are they holding you back? By the time you hit 30, your inner circle should be made up of people who inspire you, challenge you, and push you to be better. These are the friends who talk about ideas, not gossip. The ones who are building their bodies, their wealth, and their families. Surround yourself with people who elevate you. Growth-focused relationships aren't just about what others can do for you. They're about mutual support and shared aspirations. These are the people who will celebrate your victories and help you navigate setbacks. They'll encourage you to think bigger, act smarter, and never settle for mediocrity. A strong inner circle keeps you accountable and motivates you to push through obstacles, even when you feel like giving up. But remember, building such a circle requires you to bring value as well. Be the kind of friend who inspires, uplifts, and supports. When you invest in others' growth, you create a community where everyone thrives. By prioritizing relationships with people who share your hunger for growth, you ensure that your journey to success is not only fulfilling, but also surrounded by the right kind of energy. 10. People stay in toxic relationships because they're afraid to be alone. Loneliness is scary, but staying in a toxic relationship is even scarier. Fear of being alone keeps so many people stuck in situations that drain their energy and self-worth. Here's the truth. Being alone isn't the end of the world. In fact, it can be the start of something beautiful. When you let go of what's hurting you, you make room for what's meant for you. Being alone gives you the chance to reconnect with yourself, to rediscover what makes you happy, and to rebuild your confidence. It's a time to grow, to heal, and to learn to love your own company. Often we settle for toxic relationships because we fear the unknown, but the unknown is where growth happens. It's where you find your strength and redefine what you truly deserve. Choosing solitude over toxicity is a brave act of self-respect. It's a statement that you won't settle for less than you deserve. And in that space of solitude, you might just find the peace, clarity, and self-love you've been searching for all along. Remember, being alone doesn't mean you're lonely. It means you're strong enough to wait for what you truly deserve. These truths aren't easy to swallow, but they're necessary. Life is too short to live on autopilot, to hold on to resentment, or to wait for the perfect moment. It's time to take control of your story. Remember, the most uncomfortable truths often lead to the most profound growth. So which one of these truths hit you the hardest? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to hear this today. Let's grow together.